Germany is one of the countries in Europe with the strongest industry segment, and that of course results also in energy consumption. So it's around 28% of the energy consumed in Germany is consumed by industry. And that's a reason why, of course, we also have to focus on special instruments to help the industry to transform and to reduce the energy consumption. The government started a 2.5-year process with all main stakeholders discussing how to reach the targets, how to get on the right way, how to reduce energy consumption in the different sectors more strongly, more faster, and what are the main let's say, ways to do this. If you have a closer look on the energy efficiency policy in Germany, you can see, or you can say, the last 20 years we have a big variety and mixture of instruments. Most of them try to focus on market development, on the stakeholders. They should, from their own identity and interests, invest in energy efficiency. And so the market should grow, and the state government, for example, offered subsidies, financial subsidies. But of course, on the long run, that's not enough. They also have to develop new processes, innovation, and so on. Also, special instruments which help the industry to focus more on their main potentials and innovations. For example, we have an idea of a more or less free initiative for know-how exchange regarding energy efficiency in Germany, and we have more than 2,000 companies joining already this cooperation, and this results in huge amounts of energy savings because they reach much more savings exchanging know-how and developing measures together than every single of them. It's the so-called Initiative for Energy Efficiency and Climate Protection. Comparing the energy consumption, looking on primary energy, Germany is on the way to lower a little bit the consumption. That's not quite typical for industrial countries, so that's an effort already. It's around 1% per year in average for the last 10 years. But of course it's not enough if we like to reach our very strong and ambitious targets we have for 2030 and especially for 2045 now. There are different targets regarding energy efficiency, the shorter term and long term or long time targets. The longest target is regarding the year 2050, or now in a new form 2045. We like to halve our primary energy consumption up to that, and of course we have targets in between. Furthermore, we have targets for the different energy consuming sectors. From our point of view, the role of stakeholders is quite important, because if you include them in developing measures and instruments, discussing targets and so on, you can include them in your policy, and they perhaps will join your activity and go into the right direction. And I think that's also a point where a lot of other countries now start to think about how to involve the main stakeholders. Energy efficiency helps a lot of local businesses, helps the German industry to export the efficient and high quality and innovative products and so on, and also helps the service market to develop if the service companies can offer energy efficiency services. Moreover, it's quite important and helpful for the energy transition in whole. For example, it helps also to reach the renewable energy targets if you need less energy than before.